Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com, a quick review of Jungle Cruise. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. This coming Friday on July the 30th, Disney is releasing its brand new summer blockbuster Jungle Cruise on Disney Plus Premier Access and also in cinemas. And I've got to say, I loved this movie. This was a movie that if it just had my name on it, this was it. This is kind of an Indiana Jones, National Treasure, Pirates of the Caribbean, if you like The Mummy as well, those kind of things. Big adventures set back in like the 1930s with elements of World War, and it's just, I just loved it. There's so much about this movie and I love. First off, I am a huge fan of The Rock. I've sort of got to say that I've been a fan of his since way back, since he made his debut in the WWE. And for this one, he is just hilarious. He's making loads of deadpan, really bad jokes. Now, that would be normally pretty bad, but this is the Jungle Cruise, and if you've ever been on the Jungle Cruise ride, it's full of really bad jokes, and I'm loving the fact that they carried that over. There's some jokes as well that they used from the ride, and that all worked really well. The whole kind of thing of how they did it, if you've been on the ride, there's lots of little nuggets, but if you've never been on the ride, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. In fact, Emily Blunt actually had only been on the ride when she was at the premiere at Disneyland this past week. So for me, I just love this movie. It's full of action, full of comedy. There's a load of stuff that happens at the end, which I don't want to get into and spoil, but just generally as a whole, I just really love this whole kind of thing with the movie. The kind of the banter between them all. They actually had a lot of like scope to be able to do what they wanted. There was a lot of improv, and apparently there's just edits and hours and hours and hours of edits of them just messing about, and I think that really comes across in this movie of things just being so much more fun. And I think that's definitely a cool thing just in general with this kind of movie, and you can see it when Emily and Dwayne are doing like the press calls and stuff. They're very relaxed with each other, they're just kind of enjoying what they're doing, and they kind of just bounce off of each other, and you see that right through the movie. Jake Whitehall, I mean, I enjoy him with his stand-up and the stuff that he's been in. I think he does really well here, kind of like the third wheel, but I think that works just to kind of diffuse a little bit off of the main two characters. But it's just full of big over-the-top stuff. This is a popcorn flick. If you like big, expensive explosions and just adventure, this is for you. It's, you know, it's not trying to be anything but that. It's just a lot of fun, and I definitely can't stress enough. I just really enjoyed it. I've actually already watched it twice because I loved it. I got to the end of it and you know what? I'm actually going to watch that again, and I don't do that very often with new movies, but this one just had so much about it. Like I said, it's just a fun movie, and I'm sure, hopefully this will become a huge franchise and just people will see it, because I can't stress this enough. I just really enjoyed it. Really can't have difficulty saying anything that I didn't really like about it. But yeah, if you like your big summer blockbusters and you like Pirates of the Caribbean, things like that, you're gonna love this movie. I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, I just really enjoyed it. And I said, you'll find it on Disney Plus Premier Access this coming Friday. And you'll also find it in cinemas if you want to have the big experience. But ultimately, let me know if you're going to be watching it in cinemas or on Disney Plus Premier Access in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.